Good afternoon or evening, everyone. In today's video, we are once again taking a look at massive winter storm Kenan impacting pretty much the entire East Coast tomorrow. We are taking a look at the radar imagery right now, and as you can see, we currently have a bunch of winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings out. It's pretty much a wild mess up here with those winter storm warnings and all of that. In the pink, which is, these are wind chill advisories, more the lighter pink, those are going to be winter storm warnings here, and this is extending from all the way from down here, winter storm warnings here in portions around the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. We have winter storm warnings reaching up from Virginia Beach all the way up here into portions of northern Maine, and those hotter pinks, that's going to be blizzard warnings. That is going to go throughout tomorrow. This is where you're expecting upwards of 4 to 5 inches snowfall rates in these areas. So these are going to be extremely dangerous snowfall rates. I may be doing a live stream tomorrow morning and going out throughout the whole day. So stay tuned, and that'll be coverage for pretty much tracking all the snowfall and all that good stuff there. And we also have those winter weather advisories in those purple colors. That's where you typically see that snowfall, but not as much as the winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings, of course. And speaking of blizzard warnings, Long Island is in a blizzard warning. New York City is not in a blizzard warning right now, but it could potentially here if it does decide to go a little bit more west. And this system is actually going on right now. As you can see, this low pressure system is right here. We can turn on sensors, and as you can see, there's that low pressure right there that is currently guiding this system up northeast. We have that snowfall going on right now in portions of the mid-Atlantic, where those kind of moving white areas are. That's that snowfall going on now. And we do have some special, we actually have a snow squall warning out right now. This is just going to be south of Louisville when I'm recording this video, due to that very heavy snowfall, of course, going on right now. Very quickly accumulating snowfall. That's why they issued that snow squall warning over there. But as you can see, it's a mess up here with these winter weather advisories that are extremely widespread here. A bunch of those winter storm warnings and a bunch already of those blizzard warnings. All right, we're going to look at the GFS model, and then we're going to look at the NAM 3km model to give you the latest info on this winter storm Kenan here. As you can see, this is about right now when I'm recording this video. As you saw on the radar, the low pressure has formed here and is guiding some snow and rain up here to the East Coast. Let's go ahead and move forward here throughout this evening. This is going to be around 9 or 10 p.m. And as you can see, that snowfall is starting in Maryland, Delaware as well. And we head throughout the overnight hours where that snowfall is starting here in portions of New Jersey. And that's going to be heading throughout tomorrow morning. This is going to be at 6 a.m. So that snowfall is just starting in New England here as we head even more forward into the morning. This is going to be around 9 a.m. where that snowfall is definitely starting on the coast of Maine. And as we head forward, that snow is very heavy snowfall is just heading east of Maine. This is going to be around lunchtime of Saturday. As you can see that most of that snowfall has exited the mid-Atlantic by then, and then that snowfall definitely starts to weaken here as we head throughout the afternoon. This is going to be around 3 p.m. and then we still see a little bit of heavy snowfall, but really not that as much around 6 p.m. and that's going to be heading throughout 9 p.m. where most of the snowfall is headed throughout the New England area, and it should be heading out throughout the overnight hours of Saturday into Sunday. We're going to look at the latest NAM 3km model, and then we're going to look at your snowfall totals and all of those impacts that we are going to be expecting here. This is, of course, we have that snowfall, very light snowfall, showers headed throughout the Mid-Atlantic right now. Let's head throughout the evening here. This is going to be around 2 hours from now, so this will be around 7 p.m. Eastern here. So the sun is already down by then. As you see, the snowfall is starting in pretty much over Maryland and Delaware, New Jersey as well, and then we're going to be headed throughout here as we head throughout around 9 p.m. Eastern. As you can see, a lot of that snowfall is now headed throughout Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and then we head throughout around 10 p.m. Eastern, and this is snowfall is definitely stationary just over portions of Long Island, Connecticut, now starting in Massachusetts, still stationary over Delaware by then. We get to around 12 a.m. or around 1 a.m. As you can see, that snowfall is still stationary of the majority of New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Long Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and now just starting here in New Hampshire. As we head throughout the early morning hours, this is going to be on 3 or 4 a.m. As you see, the snowfall is still falling over New Jersey by then. And then we head throughout the early morning hours, so also around 6 a.m. And that heavy snowfall here is really barreling down on portions of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Now, as we head throughout 8 a.m. around 9 a.m., as you can see, we have some very heavy snowfall just off the coast of Maine here. And as we head forward into around 11 a.m., that snowfall is definitely well over barreling down on Maine by then. And then we get to around lunchtime, where this snowfall is finally exiting the areas of Delaware and New Jersey, and still some snowfall going on in New York City. So New York City could see well over a foot of snowfall from this. And as we head throughout the early afternoon hours, that snowfall is still yet over Long Island. Long Island is definitely going to see a lot of snowfall from this. And yet, as we head throughout the evening hours of Saturday, you're still yet seeing snowfall here in portions of Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, in Long Island here. Even Vermont is seeing some of that snowfall by then, and then Maine is still seeing some of that snowfall by the overnight hours. This is going to be around 12 a.m. So pretty much all that snowfall is pretty much exiting the area by the early morning hours of Sunday. But as you can see, more snowfall coming in on Sunday. Just a little bit of an area of snowfall there, and possibly that lake effect snow starting on in the late evening hours of Sunday in central New York. Here's your total snowfall accumulations according to the NAM model. And as you can see over here, let's start over here in Delaware, where you could see upwards of around 6 to 8 inches of snowfall in the southern portion, but more 4 to 5 inches of snowfall in the northern portion. Most of Maryland is going to see a dusting to around 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. Over here, Long Island, where you're talking up to a foot of snowfall, and that also includes New York City, where you could also see up to a foot of snowfall. Also, pretty much the majority of Connecticut could see 10 to 12 inches of snowfall. Where over here in Rhode Island, also a foot of snowfall, possibly 14 inches of snowfall. And over here in Massachusetts, the coastline, where you could see up to 20 inches of snowfall. We're going to look at Euro model, which has even more snowfall in the forecast here, but the coast of Maine could see well over a foot of snowfall as well, where in those pink colors, you're going to see more, again, more of a foot of snowfall in portions of Maine. New Hampshire could also see a foot of snowfall here, but mostly widespread at 8 inches of snowfall. And over here in Vermont, likely 1 to 2 inches. And then pretty much southern New York, you're going to see around 2 to 3, except in New York City, where you're going to see upwards of a foot of snowfall, like I said. Here's the total accumulating snowfall from the Euro model. As you can see, let's go to head forward here, where you could see upwards of, again, 20 inches of snowfall. This is very similar to the NAM model here. Again, Long Island, up to a foot of snowfall. Pretty much the same as the NAM 3-kilometer model. Pretty much all these models are starting to agree here. Just to be curious, let's check out the GFS model. GFS model, of course, again, pretty similar to both of these models, but the National Weather Service forecast actually has up to 30 inches of snowfall over here in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So this could definitely overperform, even though we're already seeing 20 inches of snowfall in the forecast for all of these models. But the National Weather Service has actually forecasted upwards of 30 inches of snowfall in these areas. So just keep that in mind here. These are just models, but the National Weather Service has actually forecasted very high snow totals, as these will be very extremely dangerous blizzard conditions in these areas. So make sure you do stay tuned for the live stream. If I do live stream tomorrow, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss another update or live stream. And also make sure to share this video with any friends or family that may want the latest video on this upcoming major winter storm, Kenan. But anyways, stay safe.